This is Luke's Dreamworld, Relax Sunday, Part 9. Hey everybody and welcome back. Today you can watch all the episodes of Luke's Dreamworld Part 9 and the topic is a natural high. I hope you enjoy it. This is Luke's Dreamworld, BRAINFOOD Monday, Part 9. Hey everybody and welcome back, and this week I would like to talk about a natural high. Natural high means that you have a euphoric feeling without using any drugs, and it comes, like it tells, naturally, and there are different kinds of ways you can achieve that. For example, I have finished a track and I felt great because the track was finished. And then, this is a kind of high as well. So it's quite easy. It's not the same. And I'm gonna be honest with you this week because I'm gonna tell you about some of the drugs I have used. Maybe that's not done, but I think that life is a learning process. So I took some and I learned from it. I'm clean now, so I can honestly say that because I think I don't need it anymore. So that's the difference. And I'm very glad about that because I don't think that using drugs isn't very healthy, especially not when you look at the brain. Although you could consider, I'm not gonna tell you should do it, but I always wonder if it's really that bad as people tell or science tells. Depends on how you're using it, and if it's recreational, I don't know if it's can do any harm. Although I have to be very honest, like I told you, and you have to be careful because even recreational use of drugs can be very dangerous. I've seen it with people who were using laughing gas in balloons, and it's damaging your brain. So you have to be careful when you want to do something. And my thing was that when I was using drugs, I wondered why I was using it. And like we know from psychology, we are trying to avoid pain and want to have pleasure. And that's maybe why we take drugs as well. But I also found out that people take drugs because they don't want to feel the pain. And I've told you that pain is an emotion. You have to look at it and feel it. And when you have sensed it and you have noticed it, it could be gone. Depends on if it's physical or in your mind. That depends on it. But like I told you, I'm not gonna tell that you should or shouldn't use drugs. It's all about my process this week. And tomorrow, on the Positive Tuesday, I will tell you about how it went with the track, the party at the shipyard, and why I have some Spotify lists. Hope to see you tomorrow. Bye. This is Luke's Dreamworld, Positive Tuesday, Part 9. Hey everybody, welcome back. As you know, I'm talking about natural high this week, and while I was finishing the party at the shipyard song, I had a good feeling about it. But something else happened as well, because I was very enthusiastic and I started a new song. I was working on a Luke Dreamhood track. It's called Free Forever, and I had the music and I was recording the song, and the DAW, the digital audio workstation on my computer, didn't function that good, so I had to find a solution. And my solution was that I created an instrumental version without all the virtual instruments running, but just one audio track, and then I could record the song. and that worked very nice, and the music sounded very good, and I thought, well, this is a way to work with the gear I have. I don't have a real professional sound studio, so my challenge is to create songs with the computer I have and the gear I have, and that's challenging for sure. And I wondered if the Party at the Shipyard song was good enough, and I thought, well, it has a kind of vibe. It's a bit laid back, and maybe the voices aren't that into your face, as people call it, and sometimes you would like to have a voice really into the speaker so people can really hear it. And with the Party at the Shipyard song, it isn't really the case. So I took some other tracks from people and listened to them, because I wanted to know if it was very wrong what I achieved, but it was okay. But I would like to learn how to create a specific sound, and I created it with the new track. And I'm very curious what I would have done with Party at the Shipyard if I would know it some earlier. So that's why I think that next time, and already doing it, I take a reference song, which means I take a song that I like because it sounds good, or the voice is clear, and that's what I would like to achieve. And then I compare them with the tracks I made. I haven't done that, but I'm gonna do it, because right now I found out it's a very good way to create the sound that you really want, and that's a learning process as well. So that's what I'm gonna do, and hopefully the songs are even getting better. And because although I'm satisfied about the Party at the Shipyard song, I think it can be a bit more commercial with a drop. I don't use drops as Playpad and King. I don't use drops, and I have a different kind of sound. But I could make a remix as Dreamhood and create another song from it. So that's what I'm gonna do. It's a challenge for me as well, because I have to see if I create a different sound with the same song and see how it works. I told you it's all a learning process, and I really enjoy it. And I was talking about reference tracks, and that's why I create those Spotify lists. And I would like to tell you about it tomorrow, although I told on the BRAINFOOD Monday I will talk about Spotify playlists. It's gonna be tomorrow on the Inspiration Wednesday. Hope to see you there. Bye. This is Luke's Dreamworld. Inspiration Wednesday, Part 9. Hey everybody, and welcome back. Well, I've told you I'm talking about natural high, and something that you can create a natural high from is music. And you could use uplifting music like trance, and it gives you a kind of a high feeling it gives me a kind of a high feeling when I'm dancing on it and I'm getting in a flow. And maybe that's why I would like to create music. Although I'm not creating music to get people high in a natural way, I create my music to tell stories. And that's why I listen to other music as well, especially the new releases, because then I know what's going on in the music business. And that's what I want to know. And I've told you yesterday about the reference tracks, that I would like to know how a track sounds. And that's why I'm listening a lot of music. And what I did, I created some playlists on Spotify. Those are the Dreamhood dance pop lists. And you can hear them as well. Because this is the music I listen to, because it gets me inspired. and it's dance, it's positive, it has a nice vibe, and I told you it's a learning process for me. So I always try to find out what kind of effects they are using and what kind of sounds. And I don't want to duplicate them, but I got inspired by it. So I try to create my own sound, but it's like something has a different kind of voice that sounds very clear and open. And then I want to see how I can create the same sounds. And it's a hard process for sure, because well, I told you I have to learn, and I use the gear I have, and that's okay. Sometimes I would like to have a more professional studio, but right now I have to work with the things I have. But I really enjoy all the playlists I'm listening to. So I could tell you, you can find them on the Look Dreamhood Spotify page. I have a profile, and you can find my music, but also the Dreamhood dance pop playlists. I have around 11 right now. So I would say, if you would like to hear some nice music, the music that I like and inspires me, then you can go to Spotify and listen to them. Okay, I hope that this gives you a natural high as well, because I really try to search for songs that have a positive vibe and are mostly upbeat, and well, you can tell when you hear them, and it's a kind of sound that I would like to create as well. So that's why I'm creating the playlists and using them. Okay, I hope that this can inspire you as well, and hope to see you tomorrow on the Lifehack Thursday. Bye. This is Luke's Dreamworld. Lifehack Thursday, Part 9. Hey everybody, welcome back. Well, I have promised you that I would tell something about my drugs abuse, and I will. I wasn't that young when I started experimenting, and it was when I was about 25 years old, and someone wanted to give me a rebirthing session that's about your breath, and it was in a warm bath, and she gave me a coffee with some hash in it, and it gave me a very weird experience and a very strange voyage, if I can call it a trip, I don't know. That was my first experience. So I told you I was about 25, and that's not that young. I've seen about children that are using drugs as well, and I don't think it's very healthy, especially not for your brain. But I was using it sometimes to have a bit of fun and relax a bit. But what happened was, I didn't smoke, so I used a vaporizer, and sometimes I could binge it a bit, so I used it a bit too much. And for example, I would say, well, I'm gonna take a week off, and I'm gonna get the vaporizer and some weed and have fun. But what I found out was that it wasn't fun anymore at the moment. When you use it that much, you don't feel it, and I told you I got tired from it. I really got tired. It didn't give me any energy, or it was a nice feeling, but when I want to be relaxed, I can be relaxed without a use of anything. So like I said, it's a natural high that I prefer right now. But I told you that it's not that I don't think that people shouldn't use it. Try it, experiment, but it can be harmful as well. So that you know, it's a bit of a risk to use some of the drugs that are available, and I prefer not to use them. So I prefer a natural high, and I think that's a healthy way. but about health, I'm gonna tell you about the healthy way and the natural high that I get from something tomorrow on the Healthy Friday. See you. Bye. This is Luke's Dreamworld. Healthy Friday, Part 9. Hey everybody, welcome back. Well, we're still talking about the natural high, but I told you on the BRAINFOOD Monday I would confess some of my abuse about drugs, and what I also tried was LSD, and it was a trip. And what I found out about it is that it's such an impact, just a little drip, and what it does for your brain. And it made me conscious about what I eat. So that was the positive side. And when I look at Facebook, some advertisements comes along about micro-dotting or dosing, I don't know. And that's because then you can get creative from a little bit of the LSD. And I don't prefer it because what I found out when I was smoking weed, for example, I wasn't creative. I only got lazy from it and tired, like I told you. And the same with the LSD as well. It didn't give me insights or a spiritual thing. It's how you are experience it, but I didn't think it had any positive thing that I could use. So it's something that I don't mind using. So it's okay for me. I'm not going to be creative from some microdots or more productive. I don't want to use, but I use a natural high. And one thing that I really enjoy and gives me a natural high is visiting a sauna, especially in the winter. Sauna, it can be warm and hot, and then you take a cold bath. And the water, those differences, that gives you such a rush. So that's something I enjoy. So I go to a sauna once a month and visit it, and because the cold and the warm, and it gives me a nice feeling, and I experience it a bit as a natural high. But there are different things you can do to get a natural high as well, and I want to talk about it tomorrow on the Inside Saturday. See you tomorrow. Bye. This is Luke's Dreamworld. Inside Saturday, Part 9. Hey everybody, welcome back. Well, this week I've been talking about natural high, and there's a website, naturalhigh.org. It's for youth, and tell them about how you can get high naturally or don't get high, for example, because there's a difference. I told you about it. It's a different kind of feeling. The high with some drugs is more intense, but it can be dangerous as well. But you can do other kinds of things to experience a natural high, and it's quite simple. You can do something difficult and overcome a problem, or go for a walk, take a hot bath, like I told you yesterday about the sauna. Go for a walk, but also exercise, that can work. So that all kinds of things you can do, and those are healthy as well, to experience a natural high. And I found out that experience a high isn't that important to me, because I try to feel well all the time, and I don't need those highs, but sometimes I experience more joy or laughter, and you could consider that a natural high as well. I thought it was very interesting to talk about, because I have been thinking about the subject as well, And hopefully it was interesting for you as well. But for me, the most important still is the project I'm doing and see if I can create my dream world. And tomorrow on the Relax Sunday, you can watch all the episodes of Luke's Dream World Part 9. Hope to see you there. Bye. This is Luke's Dream World Relax Sunday. Part 9. Hey everybody, I hope you thought that the natural high topic was interesting enough. Next week I'm gonna talk about being fearless. It's a topic that I don't really know what I'm gonna do, but probably I tell you about stories about my youth because I experienced some fear, and I don't think that fearless is something you should be, because it serves a purpose as well. But I'm gonna talk about it next week in Luke's Dream World Part 10. Hope to see you there. Bye.